more fun than a WWE event, man. You go with your boys. I take my kids. I love it, man. They get fired up. I'm raising my hands. I love it. I love it. Go get it, Gronk.
He is all in on this.
I am in.
He is all in. All right, but are you all in on this? Roger Goodell writing an email to some NFL fans.
Who those guys are, they're going to make it. It's not every crew has their own decision.
All right. One of the other things that kind of stood out is adding a play clock following the extra point, potentially after a touchdown. We were trying to figure out exactly how this would work, right?
Yeah,
I loathe that.
Yeah.
Guy takes a kickback, takes touchback, commercial break. Way too cumbersome of a process.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
I think that's a money issue.
Maybe, but we're in favor of that. And since Field is offering to, pay some salaries,
don't give my salary up, Field. You speak for your own money.
Get your mouth. Zero.
Sort of the biggest headline that you guys are watching for next week, Jeremy?
Well, I'm hoping to get our hands on this tutorial for these celebrations of what's acceptable. Maybe Roger Goodell will do a demonstration. Hopefully no pumps, of course. But
that would be very interesting.
They're proposed, and then, of course, they'll eventually be voted on. But right now, we're going to look at some of the proposals on the table and decide if you think they will pass or fail at the owners' meetings next week. So let's find out, shall we? And I'm going to get to work this machine. All right, this is a new potential change. The team gets a third challenge if they are right on at least one of their first two. Right now, of course, they're docked a timeout. That would change, and they would be giving a third challenge if one of their first two is correct.
Okay, for me,
this is pass,
okay,
and this is fail.
Right, I get that, and I don't even care about this. I'm going fail, and it's mostly because
you got to do a little.
Oh, I do that actually.
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, anyway, it's a fail.
Okay, well,
fail.
It's a fail regardless.
Burn down the whole system.
Burned down the whole.
I thought I understood that correctly. He's saying don't change it, take the whole thing away.
Yeah.
All right, that's one way.
I would actually pass it. I mean, for me, if you hit on the challenge, then why not get rewarded?
Issue with this, but the way it seems to be working, all right, the way it is. I mean, the timeout seems to me to be a deterrent from going, heavy flag heavy. All right, so you turn that off, so now I can do this. The next potential rule change, if the kickoff goes through the uprights, the receiving team gets the ball at the 20. Right now, it's the 25. So that's a change.
Lord have mercy.
Here we go.
Hey,
Pass or fail?
Hey, you know what? Let's give him 2 points if they get it through the uprights, too. Come on. He's blue, I'm red.
No. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Already.
All right. I think this will warrant considerable discussion. We're talking about, instead of 15 minutes, overtime would be limited to just 10. And there are some things that will change should it pass.
That should pass to me. Listen, if it takes you 4 quarters plus 15 minutes to decide a game, then you don't deserve to win a game. Let's cut it down a little bit. For as great as the New Orleans Saints uniform is, the Jacksonville Jaguars uniform is just horrific. I absolutely agree. I would definitely have this one in.
All right, I agree. That mustard just too much.
Right.
All right, as mentioned yesterday, a proposal would allow leaping over the offensive line to block a kick.
So we want to outlaw that?
We're going to outlaw that.
Fail.
That's just dumb.
That's just dumb.
Yeah,
that's a skill.
Going with you too.
That's a great.
I should not ask you that
know
question.
What? That's exactly
where's Adam Schefter when I need him?
Here's the deal. All right. I hate the combine. I'm the grumpiest man you've ever met in your entire
Remember,
life.
no overtime.
I hate the combine.
No challenge fights. No
the only test at the combine that actually relates to whether you can play football or not is the vertical jump, just for that particular play.
Well, not anymore. Not if
they outlaw it.
All right, here we go. Also from yesterday, final decisions on replay reviews would now come from the officiating department in New York. Okay, that's a change. Pass or fail.
I'm gonna go. So you don't want to see Bill Belichick?
Right. No,
you don't want to see Bill
Belichick broke his computer.
Yeah, put me down here. I'm failing. I think it should stay on site. I mean, it's not about the human element because you're taking that out with the replay to begin with. But all right, what would you change if you could? I'm
going to give you some hair.
The wheels have come off. It's Friday, everybody. If there was a potential rule change, Grouch, that you could propose, what would it be?
I would go.
He's not going to be on here.
No.
Don't
I was looking like, what am I doing? Okay, I would go.
That's interference. The rules changed. With Peyton Manning and the Patriots. Back in the early 2000s. I think it's just gotten way too soft, in my opinion. Some of your best athletes are at the wide receiver position. So now you're not able to touch these guys. And I know it's a passing league, but come on, this is still football. We got to loosen up that defensive pass interference rule.
I don't think there should be such a thing as offensive holding either. That
All right,
would be really
you know
good.
what?
I totally agree.
See?
Here's the deal.
Chop block?
Yeah, that chop blocks are fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Those are okay.
Ahead on NFL Live, no chop block. Just stay with me. I'm not going to say bust, but maybe, slightly less than potential.
You want me to say bust for you?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay, just
It's fine.
bust.
It's bust.
We'll just go bust.
Bust.
Tried.
All
All
right.
right, who you got?
I'm going to go down to the 24th overall pick, Bjorn Werner.
Names that aren't on this board that we now know should have been. Who you got?
I'm going to go to the 4th round, David Bakhtiari for the Green